My first guest, of course, will always be known as Magnum P.I. Currently, though, you can see him on Broadway in 1,000 Clowns. Please welcome Tom Selleck. I always forget what a large man you are.
Yeah, but you're taller than I am.
I know.
You got all that hair.
Well, yeah, this is 40% of my body weight right here. I think you, me, and John Tesh should have a cage match on HBO. Just whoever comes out of the cage. How are you? How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm working a lot, which is kind of neat.
This is a different kind of work. 1,000 Clowns on Broadway. People have said very nice things about it. It's doing well.
Thanks.
Do you like being here in the city in New York? Because it's such a New York experience to be on Broadway.
I've always wanted to live in New York, and I mean, I'm living in a hotel, but it's neat. I take walks, you know, and people are great here. I don't walk in the theater district. That's a little weird, but I go out.
Why is it a little weird?
Well, there's a lot of tourists over there, and they want stuff, you know, but New Yorkers don't.
They want stuff. That's called a mugging, I think. There's a word for that. You know, they have a gun, and I give them things.
I know. So I've avoided that area, except when I work. But, you know, I walk down the street, and people just kind of want to say hi. And,
right. New Yorkers, there's no, oh, he's in show business, I better leave him alone, or treat him differently.
In fact, they've taken to terms of affection like Tommy. Hey, Tommy. I'm Tommy in New York. I'm not Tom. I'm Tommy, or I'm Magnum.
That's great. Hey, Magnum, get over here.
And the one that's happening most often is you know, hey, Tommy, you look better with the mustache.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
For just people to offer that.
Yeah, I'm thrilled they offer it because, as you see, I don't have one.
Well, which brings me to my next question. What the hell happened to the mustache? Because it was so a part of your whole thing. The Tom Selleck experience was the mustache.
Well, you know, I was born this way, so
you were born with a mustache.
No, this way.
Okay, I was gonna say.
And
this baby has a mustache.
Exactly.
Incredible.
But, you know, I shave it off a lot, but it's kind of been hard with work, you know, ever since Magnum. I do a movie after I did a bunch of movies, and I'd always say, well, this character, I think, wouldn't have one, you know, especially if you're playing an 11-year-old, they might not. Although I've never got to do that. But they always say, well, keep it for this movie and shave it off for the next one, will you? I finally got to shave it off once.
Which movie did you first say, okay, it's gone?
I did it in a movie nobody saw, which is a problem. It's a movie called Folks. It was one of Don Amici's last movies. Hey, see, somebody saw it. Thank you, you and 3 other people.
Yeah, no, that's one out of 210. That's
yeah, but I shaved it off. It was a comedy about Alzheimer's, which may have been kind of a bad concept to begin with. And
who was your agent at the time? Tommy, I got something great for you. You know that crippling brain disease? We're going to have some fun with it.
So I shaved it off, and these Italians were behind this movie, this Italian money. And
that's called the mafia. There are correct terms for all this stuff.
I know. I'm just learning still. You know, I'm new. And they thought the movie opened the weekend of the L.A. riots in the early '90s.
Boy, everything's
and
going for you on this
movies.
one.
And the way they market movies, you know, you just, if it doesn't open the first weekend, they pull all the money and it goes away. So business was off in L.A. 100% and 70% in the country, and it disappeared. But I saw them, you know, at Cannes.
The people behind the Italians behind the movie.
Yeah, the Italian, and they went, it's no mustache. I told you, Tom. You know, they just, so it's been kind of hard ever since, but we did it for the play, you know.
Do you ever, you're trying to get in somewhere and you say, you know, I'm Tom Selleck, and they go, you're not Tom Selleck, and you're forced to go, and you're like, oh, come on in. Yeah, that's no good. Are you having a good time in the city? Because I get a sense that you're not a partier, you're not out there going crazy. What are you doing with your spare time here in New York?
Well, I do 8 shows a week, so I don't have a lot. But I also, on a play salary, you don't have any money. They put me in this, I'm in this great hotel, but I forgot the little loophole in the contract that mentions incidentals. You know, and incidentals at this hotel, I won't beat up this hotel because they're all like this, it's like $5 to launder one sock and $32 for coffee and an English muffin. So I
But didn't you save any of the Magnum money? You're just living off the play now?
It's all in the West Coast on a suitcase.
Okay, I see, all right.
Anyway, I pirated in some stuff. You know, I found a market that delivers and a cleaner's outside, and I kind of stealthily enter the hotel so they don't see it. And I got a hot plate and a toaster, and that's what I do.
Wait, Tom Selleck in the mornings hovered over a hot plate?
Yeah. I got a great egg cooker, you know. It's perfect as long as you get the amount of water right. You know, it doesn't have any timers or anything, so you have to watch it because it was
That doesn't sound like an egg cooker. Egg cookers all have a timer.
So it boils eggs, and that's what I do. I boil eggs and get up and have some coffee and go do 2 shows.
Yeah, wearing one sock as you go out the door.
Well, $10 for a pair is a lot.
That's insane what they do here in the hotels. Which hotel was it? Let's slam them.
No, I can't. They gave me a great deal on the room. It's a great big.
Do they know you have a hot plate? That's probably against the rules. If they're watching right now, he's gonna be like, "Oh, dude has a hot plate." They're gonna throw you out.
Well, they took away my furniture as a punishment.
Okay, this is getting weird.
Yeah, I know.
Now, 1,000 Clowns, I understand in the theater, very different experience because you can't control everything. Yeah. Sometimes stuff just goes wrong. Have you had anything go loopy lately?
Well, it's live, you know, and stuff happens. The weirdest thing lately, and this was just a couple weeks ago, the show started and I walked on stage and my character's just waking up and I heard a dog barking. And I said, there's a dog in this stage, to myself, you know, as I'm talking. And suddenly, from out of the wings, this giant German Shepherd walks on stage. It turned out the stagehands, which kind of have a good time back there,
sure.
That was dog day. It was Sunday, bring your dog to the theater day. And this dog walks out and stares at 1,100 people, you know, right in their face. He's right out like this.
I love how just unknowing animals are. Yeah, they don't care. They're not embarrassed.
And a German Shepherd, I don't want to beat up on them, but they're not cute.
Right,
you know, it's not like some little dog. They're nice dogs, but so I had to kind of coax them to the door, and at that point, these actors are knocking on the door who are going to enter. They're playing social workers. They don't know what's going on. So I literally said, "Come here, boy," and opened the door to these poor people, and there I am, and that we've done it 100 times one way, and I'm with a giant, vicious German Shepherd. Yeah.
Well, 1,000 Clowns is playing at the Longacre Theater on Broadway, and people love the show.
Thanks.
Yeah,
thanks.
and
I love it.
Thanks a lot. You're going to stick around for a little bit, is that right?
I'm here.
All right,
I'm here.
Excellent. We're going to take a little break. When we come back, we'll have a special surprise for Tom Selleck. Stick around.
So, genetics gave you one kind of hairstyle. Maybe you'd prefer another? Presenting Physique. Scientifically designed to give you 20 hours of the hairstyle you want. The Physique Volumizing Collection gives 20 hours of body and fullness. Or the Physique Straight Shape Collection gives 20 hours of smoothness. So, while genetics may be predetermined, your style is totally up to you. 20-hour volumizing and straight shape collections from Physique.
I don't know what my mother calls me more often, Jimmy or...
You must be hungry.
At her table, there's always a helping of this, a taste of that, and you get as much as you want, which is how Olive Garden brings you their never-ending pasta bowl. Have Alfredo with penne, or how about bolognese meat sauce with fettuccine? You pick your homemade sauces, you pick your pastas, you get all you want. It's all delicious, and it's just $7.95. Tonight I'm having it with my brother. Mom calls him...
Did you eat yet?
Olive Garden. When you're here, you're family.
Ask your doctor about Nasonex with moisturizing glycerin, taken once a day for nasal allergy relief due to pollens, molds, dust, and pets. Day or night, sleep on it. Side effects were generally mild and included headache, viral infection, sore throat, nosebleeds, and coughing. Nasonex, fewer sneezes, fewer worries.
Supermodel Derek Zoolander had the perfect life until they gave him a new one.
Some dudes brainwashed Derek off the Prime Minister of Micronesia.
Malaysia.
Right.
But can mind control work on a mind this simple.
You're a killing machine. That is not true. Yes, it is, Derek. Okay.
Ben Stiller, Owen Wilson, and Will Ferrell.
They're breakdance fighting.
Zoolander, rated PG-13. Starts Friday, September 28th everywhere.
Anytime we laugh, anytime we play, anytime things just won't go our way, anytime we're together face to face.
Anytime's a good time for IHOP's new pecan pie pancakes, or everyone's holiday favorite pumpkin pancakes. Fall favorites, starting at just $2.99 weekdays.
And anytime's a good time.
Anytime's a good time for IHOP.